And welcome back to episode 227 of them things. But he hit the showers podcast, presented to you by the Foolproof Entertainment Network. As always, I'm your host Clifford Jordan Jennings, here with my point man and co-host Malcolm light skinned fucker. What LeBron say? That light skinned fucker. King, what's happening?
Man, what's going on, Clifford? How he feeling?
With my hands, sometimes my tongue. You know? Got my guys in the building, CT Ski and A-Ron, what's happening?
What's good? What's good?
Nah, shit, man. You ain't see that interview where he's talking about Steph?
Who?
LeBron?
LeBron? No, what did he say?
He was getting interviewed with JJ Redick.
You know I did. Generation.
They got a show together. That's their show.
Oh, that's their show?
Player.
Yeah, that's their show.
LeBron and JJ, I did hear have something.
Oh, that's interesting. That might be interesting.
Yep.
That is interesting. So
I didn't know it was like a show.
Yeah, that was everything won.
They replaced that with the shop.
Okay, then. But nah, he was saying that
Steph is that nigga?
basically you saying that he said the same thing I said, you know, further stroking my ego, but he said that Steph Curry and Allen Iverson are the two most influential players ever in the NBA. And I agree with that.
LeBron said that?
Mm-hmm.
Changed the game.
Really?
Mhm.
Yeah, they did. Two small dudes that changed the game.
Yeah. Yeah.
Relatively small.
It's never...
AI was the one that was attacking the rim though, but
Right.
Steph changed it with shooting it. So yeah, it's different.
AI wasn't no Kyrie though.
Yeah, I feel like AI's influence of the game was more so...
He was better than Kyrie. Don't do that.
You crazy.
With bigger man down there like Shaq and stuff.
Kyrie,
you crazy.
Kyrie might have better handles.
You crazy.
I would say Kyrie has
Kyrie
has the better skill, but I'm taking AI over Kyrie any day.
AI
Any day.
day.
AI's putting points up. He's going to be your
He putting
league
40 up.
scoring
Kyrie
leader.
not?
No, he's not.
He's not hitting you with the lefty for a game hand winner and putting
That was beautiful. I was amazed. I was amazed.
That was lucky as fuck.
He's not
No,
taking-
it wasn't lucky. That motherfucker wasn't lucky. That was
He
beautiful.
was lucky. He was like, "What the fuck?"
He even jabbed at him before
That
he
shit was
took the
beautiful.
shot, and you could see him curl his hand around
It don't matter.
because Joker's
CT,
arm
we
was
ain't talking
coming.
about practice. We talking about the game.
But regardless of the fact, when
I
has
said, you can
Kyrie?
tell you practice that. You take it to the game. Dude.
When has Kyrie ever been a
You
NBA league scoring leader?
Mhm.
You know, when has
I'm
he ever?
talking shit.
When has he ever? No, that's CT. When has he ever taken someone to the finals by himself?
Who, Kyrie?
Yeah,
Yeah, I know.
it's not a
You said me?
comparison. Yeah, it's not. You talking about you to take Kyrie over AI?
No, that's what I said. I said I was talking shit.
No, I didn't.
Oh, I thought CT said that.
No, CT was telling me the
I would say
opposite.
Kyrie
Check
got
me.
I'm going AI.
I said Kyrie has better handles.
I just had to go against the contrary because I didn't want to everybody had
Nah, that's the truth.
against the grain,
Don't get me
you know?
wrong, Kyrie's my guy for sure, but you're not an AI. There's no comparison.
But as an AI,
I do-
Kyrie at the same time.
I do think that Kyrie is more skilled out of the two, but he doesn't have the same athleticism very clearly. You're not getting up there.
No.
You're not getting up there like AI.
You feel me?
AI was little dunking on niggas.
But Kyrie just doesn't dunk. I don't think it's that he can't dunk. I think that's
Barely.
just
You rather go get a prettier layup.
He can get it.
than dunk
He can get a 4-finger two-hander.
He got an alley oop from Luka or
Well,
somebody.
he just got an alley-oop dunk the other day.
Yeah, but alley-oops are easier to do than a regular dunk. Because
He can get a putback dunk. He can two-hand himself.
Because you're going up without the ball, but going up with the ball, all I ever see is the little 4-finger grab the rim a bit when you get your dunk, but you're not dunking. You feel what I'm saying? If he did have the same burst, is all I'm saying, that AI had, you would see a lot more of him getting up.
I think he just
Ball
like
goes
prettier
in,
layup.
and my hand touches the rim, I dunk. God damn it.
No, I agree.
I don't give a fuck how if I graze that bitch.
Well, no, I think you got to get a little
No.
pull. You got to get a
You
little
gotta
pull
palm
to it.
If I get this much of my finger, I can't.
Yeah, just a little pull to, get that rim to go, You know that?
No. Chris Paul can do that.
That's a dunk. That's a dunk.
That's a fucking dunk.
That's a dunk. But
Pat Bev got a putback dunk last year.
did he?
He did against Boston.
And I'm not doubting that he can't dunk. I think that's why you seen so much that the scoring from AI came from his athleticism. His finishing ability as well. He was a finisher at the rim with his layups and all that. But he was more willing to go up and bang around with you. You know what I'm saying? As a little guy. That's why Ja Morant gets some of his, you know what I'm saying? People say he could be the next AI. No, he can't either. He can't either. He has all of the athletic ability, and he's not as skilled as either AI or Kyrie.
He has the style too. Like people wanted to dress like AI.
Right.
Before.
Right.
They wanted the braids and wanted all the other type of stuff. You know what I'm saying?
Tattoos, yeah.
Yeah, I think his influence came from fashion.
Nobody wants to dress like Kyrie or wear shoes.
Right.
He did have his. He had a top selling shoe.
No, Kyrie's had a couple nice shoes, but
Oh, yeah, all right. I'll take
Especially
it.
when he did the cereal mix.
yeah, I remember
Nike
you talking.
ones.
Mm-hmm.
Those was hard.
What was
SpongeBob,
them?
the SpongeBob and Patrick ones.
He had some tough ones that was like all black and like silver, and they had like the little flower around the top where you put your foot in. It wasn't like a flower, but you know what I'm talking about. That little design. Them bitches was tough.
Ain't never fucking with the first questions though, or the answer, whichever one was.
It was the question first, wasn't it?
I think so.
Yeah, I think it was the questions first and then the answers. But that was a different style of shoe. Them was more clunky. You know what I'm saying? Like nowadays they wear the sock basketball shoes. And that's why no big foot niggas or wide foot niggas can fit them. I can't fit a LeBron, a KD, a Kyrie. It don't matter. I can't fit them bitches. I can get my foot in them, but they going to be screaming by the time I take them off. Especially if I walk somewhere.
J's, especially ones, which is tight in the motherfucker.
You said the ones is tight?
For me, they are.
Then you must be ordering them a size too small.
No. I got to get 15s now. I wear 14.
Yeah, you gotta. I mean, I still wear my ones in like I'm a 9.5, 10, and I still wear mine in a 9.5, but they ain't tight.
Yeah, I got some shoes that are narrow that I don't wear like that because I got wide feet.
All them new school basketball shoes is like that.
Yeah.
I think Kobe's the one who started that trend where he started, saying he liked the way, the soccer shoes. He tried to design his basketball shoes like.
He had them crazy high tops.
Yeah.
With the kind of like the high, like the cast on it, like the ankle bracelet.
Right, them motherfuckers look like some old dominatrix boots.
Did he
I
play
don't got
in
the
those?
ankle for that.
Did he play in them shit?
Yeah, 2000. He won MVP in those, I think, in 2012.
I got to see the footage.
Listen, them motherfuckers come with an Ace ankle brace attached to your tennis shoe. I'm cool. I'm cool.
Thing, though. Adidas has got a lot of those too. Trae Young's and
yeah, they did.
Harden.
Harden shoes is people say they like them, but it's not for me.
I love them.
Well, you an Adidas nigga. You wearing them right now, ain't you?
He said you wearing them right now, ain't you? Yeah, nah.
Kaepernick in them.
Nah, I'll stick with my J's. They're a little wider.
Hey,
there you go. Slide,
baby.
Little slides. What are them socks? What is that? Oh, them is Adidas socks too. This nigga.
Adidas socks.
This one.
I thought they was the Patriots championships 20 years ago.
I swear, cause like one of them.
We rocking an Anthony Edwards shirt today.
One of them ads on the back of the magazine where it'd be a whole bunch of niggas in the same clothes just staring off away from the camera. That's CT's ass.
That's Brad Run's other son right there.
You hear me? Something. But what's going on with this NBA? What's happening?
Man, you see the Anthony Edwards dunk? That shocked the world.
Where he dislocated his finger?
Yeah.
He took off from.
Trying to kill John Collins.
He took off from.
That's who that was.
Right inside the free throw line, and then he kneed John Collins in the head and he fell down grabbing his head like this. And I was thinking to myself, like, damn, I don't care if that knee hits you flush in the eye socket. You better eat that shit and hop back up. Yeah, you cannot be on a poster on the ground like this. Man, I don't care how hard it hits you. Figure it out on the sideline, but get back up. The fuck? You just made the poster look better. Now this motherfucker coming down from the dunk like this, and you sitting on your ass like you pouting because your dog died. Like that's bad for you.
Dunked on a dunker.
And who was it that dunked on Austin Reeves?
Oh, that was
Johnson. Light skinned dude for the Hawks.
Deontay?
Not Deontay Murray. His name is Johnson.
I know you're talking about. He's like his second year or some shit. First or second year.
Yeah,
It's not Deontay Johnson?
That might be his first name.
It starts with a J, don't it?
Oh, I don't know.
I think Mark was
He's relatively unknown. He's not.
Yeah, I know he's a youngin.
Shout out to him.
But listen, he put nuts.
Jalen Johnson.
Jalen Johnson, okay.
Johnson.
He had his nuts on each side of the bridge of his nose.
Yeah, he got a stupid mouth. I don't know why. You can't take a charge on that.
I just it beyond the charge. Like you didn't see him coming. Like turn your head, G. Turn your head.
Some of them usually got to get out the way. The referee ain't calling all them charges like that.
Well, the league. They probably tell him, look, if somebody does that, somebody does.
No, he was in a circle too. He was in a circle.
Was he in the circle?
Yes.
If he was in the restricted, then there's no point in even taking that.
There was no call. Yeah, that's why they didn't call nothing.
But they would have to if he was in the restricted. If he's in the restricted, that's an automatic foul. You can't make no contact with me when I'm dunking and you're inside of the restricted area.
They just said play on. It was like a play on type thing.
That's one of them refs with a.
It was either gonna be a charge. I guess it could have been a blocking, like you said.
Right, it would have had to be if you're inside of the restricted and you make
contact. But I
contact.
guess it was a good setup charge, but it wasn't a charge. You know what I'm saying?
Unless his foot was like right on or outside the line.
He could have been set down there, but they didn't call a charge. They just called let's play on.
Yeah, that was tough though.
They're not gonna call a charge, man. The NBA they want to see shit like that. They don't want no charge. Nah, he damn near jumped over him. Fuck it.
He damn near jumped over him. He damn near cleared them. That shit crazy. I just don't know. I was on Instagram. I wish I should have sent the post to myself. And they was explaining all the people who got fined, like coaches and players that have gotten fined this year because of like no calls from the refs or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
And it's crazy. Like it's like the list was insane. You know they fined Rudy Gobert $100,000 because he went like this.
Yeah, I seen that. That was. I thought he flicked somebody off.
No, he went like this. And see, that's the difference. That's why Adam Silver is a hoe ass nigga, because I would almost say that's proof right there. He just accused you of cheating because you can bet, which they shouldn't be able to do. If betting is legal, refs can't bet. You can't bet. Why can the ref bet? Of course the game's going.
I'm sure it's in their contract. They probably can't.
Nah, they
gotta be.
Nah, they say they can make bets on the game. Now I don't know if in the contract it's something like in they just clickbaiting.
The league, I don't think they can.
Yeah, they can.
Can they bet on their game?
That's the thing. Now that's the thing. I don't know. I'm sure there's something. There better be something in the contract saying that you can't bet on the game that you're officiating.
Remember
that's against it.
Like in the 90s.
Players were if players knew that
they talked
like referees were.
They talked about that in the post. You talking about where the Lakers played the Kings and dude went to jail after the series.
That wasn't the only time he did that, but yeah.
Right.
Yeah, that was weird.
But I'm saying regardless, even if I can bet, even if you put it in my contract that I can't bet on a game that I'm reffing, we all know that referees have teams.
They've got players, and some have teams.
Right. So why can't I just be like to my guy, you're not with me in Sacramento today. Can you place the bet for?
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying?
Out. Foul LeBron James out. Foul a nigga out.
It's just it's too easy for people to get around that. And when you start seeing people accusing the ref of making bad calls because money could be on the line, and you fine them $100,000, I'm looking like, oh, that motherfucker is. Yeah, they are betting. You know what I'm saying? Like, I know, don't get me wrong, I know that the ref didn't initiate the $100,000 fine, but there's a tie in between the two. You know what I'm saying? Because people have been verbally saying shit all season long. You can take this as what you want. You feel what I'm saying? If I'm Rudy Gobert, I could have said, no, I'm up for another contract coming up. I want more money. So why the fuck you all of a sudden thinking that I'm talking about you and your cheating ass?
You must have said something too.
There had to have been something, because 100,000 is crazy.
Well, that's just him in the history of him being a bitch ass nigga. You know what I mean?
But I mean, he is. I don't want to say like he is, like factually, but he has been from COVID to Utah to. There's been so many instances of Rudy Gobert being a bitch ass nigga. I will give you that, but I feel like this instance, like you almost were the guy that took the sacrifice, right? Like shit needs to be said. I guess I gotta be the guy to say it. You know what I'm saying? Anthony Edwards got hit for $40,000. Tyronn Lue got hit for $40,000. It was a few coaches for $25,000. It was hella players on there.
Monty Williams, remember that whole shit with they were playing the Knicks.
And all I'm saying, like to anybody who enjoys the sports, it doesn't even have to be sports, but where there's smoke, there's fucking fire. If you have that many people saying the same thing, it's true. These ain't motherfuckers on the internet like us just drumming up controversy. These are actual players on the court, actual coaches who have been involved in the league for decades. We can visibly see, like as the consumer of the sport, we can visibly see the game has changed since sports betting became real.
I mean, the money that Prize Picks, FanDuel, and all the Underdog, all the other ones, the money that they're making off that, and it's on individual players, the opportunity is too great.
Right.
Like it's too great. Like even if I'm a ref not doing it, I'm handing the phone to, I think there's a college player that got in trouble for that. I'm handing it off to a cousin or a brother.
Right.
Bet on, put 1,000 on this game.
Right. Yeah, I mean I mean, don't get me wrong, because I mean that's what they said. They said all this. We even reported on all this when we talked about them legalizing sports betting. They said that once sports betting becomes legal, you can almost guarantee that motherfuckers is gonna be fixing games. Now, my only question is, I mean, that's natural. I'm sure they were fixing games long before sports betting came about. But now you've made an industry out of it. You feel what I'm saying? Now you don't have to be Don Corleone to fix a game. You could be a fucking ref. You feel what I'm saying? You don't even have to... See, that's the other thing. Dude that went to jail back then for gambling on games, they also said was involved with some bullshit where he owed motherfuckers.
Oh yeah, they had him on some shit.
Right. So what I'm getting at is you don't even have to be a mafia guy leveraging somebody to do it anymore. You could just be a regular old Joe that put money down. If they don't win this game, I'm not paying the mortgage next month. I'm about to be fixing some calls. I have no choice.
Plus, there's a lot of suckers too. I mean, sometimes I feel like
that's crazy. That's their job, though. They gotta get. That's why they investigate a lot of calls and stuff now, because they can't be letting dudes do that.
That's what I'm saying. But I mean, it's not gonna stop. It's not gonna stop.
They don't make that much money either. They don't make as much money as people think.
Right. And that's what I'm getting at is Adam Silver's silence It's actually pretty fucking loud, G. It's actually really loud with what you're telling us is going on. Because if you can't even bring your old vampire-looking ass out to speak on the situation one time, then you just cool with everything happening. And that lets me know that there is some shady shit going on. But, shit, what can you do? What can you do?
I guess sign Marcus Morris to a 10-day contract is what the Cavs do.
Yep, they definitely did. And he did exactly what Evan Mobley should be doing. Matter of fact, I hope Mobley was there taking notes, because that's exactly what you should be doing. Stay the fuck out of the way.
Shoot like Morris.
He has a good shot, though.
You don't believe in that shot.
He has a good shot. And it don't matter if he don't believe in it. It's about what the team needs. No, he don't. No, he don't. No, he don't.
He just played the other night. He played good the other night, too.
Yeah, no, he don't, though. Not even statistically, no, he don't. I remember when Evan Mobley came into the league, then why didn't he go out first? Why is he the older brother and he had to play an extra year in USC while his brother went to the league?
Same reason why Anesis did.
Same reason why what?
Yellow.
Giannis's older brother.
Right.
Yeah, right.
Exact same reason, because you're not as skilled as your brother, right? And that comes to 3-point shots too, because we all saw him when he got drafted the following year to the Cavs, and he played all throughout the G League, and I believe he got MVP of the G League or the G League Finals or something, and you still got dropped back down. Or I'm sorry, I didn't mean G League, I meant Summer League. He got MVP of the Summer League situation, and then you still got dropped back down to the G League. Now I'm not. He's one of those in between guys. You're too slow to be a 3, and you're
big,
yeah, you're too big and you're too slow to really be a 3, and you're too small to be a 4 or 5. So we don't know what to do with you. And yet, if your shot was as consistent,
that's a lot of NBA players, though.
But you got to think they got Marcus Morris playing the 4, and he got you by what, an inch?
Playing style.
That's exactly what it is. He does too much, and that's just him learning his role in the league. But the whole reason why I even said they did what is it, overtime? Is it overtime that be doing, like, when the rookies come out, they have them do the little drills, like the 3-point competitions and the skills competitions and shit. But they did one with Evan Mobley and his brother, Isaiah, and they had them do a 3-point, like a knockout style 3-point contest, and Evan beat him. They did a 1-on-1, Evan beat him. And don't get me wrong, I get it, your little brother's 7 foot, but you know, if you was knocked down like that, you would know. You're the older brother. You haven't figured out a way to beat your little brother, regardless of him having an advantage. You've had more time.
Like Donnie's back out too. Look like he came back for a game or 2 and he's back out.
Yeah, he is. With the nose, he got hit in the nose or whatever. They said he's gonna be out for at least a week. I mean, it depends. Right. No, it depends. I mean, that could be him being soft, though. No, now that I think about it, it could be him being soft, because I can think of countless other players that broke their nose and came back out in the mask.
Yeah, Rick Hamilton.
And they didn't report that his nose is broken. So there's no reason why you can't come back out in the mask. It may be sore, but you don't get hit in the face that often to be worried about it.
They ain't playing good without him, too.
Nah, you right. They ain't playing bad, but I mean, they still stuck at that 5-5 over the past 10 games. Man, they can't get past that for some reason recently.
They're losing right now.
Huh?
They're losing right now.
Yeah, I figured they would though without Donovan.
It's only a 4-point game though.
Yeah, but I figured they would. That's why I ain't put no bets in tonight, because I figured they would take the L without Donovan tonight to the Heat.
Jimmy got 20 points right now, 2 rebounds, 3 assists. Oh
no, they definitely gonna fight, and you know, like you've been having like players that you need to step up, like Karis LeVert dropped the 23 ball. Yeah, he dropped the 23 ball in the last game against the Pacers. Marcus Morris dropped 14, shooting 4 for 5 from 3. That's exactly what we need from the other bigs out there. You can't be down in the paint, crowding the paint with Jared.
What are y'all ranked in the East right now?
Third. It's the same. It's the
Okay.
same exact standings for the past 3 weeks. For the past 3 shows. Oh, except for the Thunder. No, the Thunder were last show. They were number 1 too.
Right, but like what I'm saying is essentially they're probably just using that nose injury as an excuse to rest Donovan Mitchell.
You might be right.
Yeah. Because you can't just
But
sit there.
why would you need to rest him if he was out for 2 weeks prior? There's no reason. No, that so makes me think you're soft. You're soft because we've seen other players with actual broken noses out there the following night. So why is it that you get?
My nose is
You right, but at least try, right?
You get paid enough to try it.
That's what I'm saying. At least try. Like, at least let me see you out there for a first quarter in a mask and then sit for the rest of the game. I'd be like, at least the nigga try.
I'll be back 100%.
Oh, hell yeah, you the type. Yeah.
They tough or prove they can. I don't think he gives a fuck about that.
Nah, he don't.
Not at all.
He don't. He said it last year that he wasn't what was the word? What were the I don't want to put words in his mouth.
Playoff.
But he was basically like saying like he wasn't married to staying with the Cavs in the first place. So if you got a nigga who's already like, I'm just trying to fulfill my contract and get the fuck up out of there, then you know he gonna go soft and not play for you if he got a little bump or a bruise. He wants other money elsewhere. I'm not about to risk hurting myself for y'all and I'm already wanting to get out. That's soft to me.
That's a lot of cat.
That's soft. That's very soft though.
Pepperoni.
And then think about the game. Think about Rip Hamilton back in the day playing in that physical game with Ben Wallace and all that, breaking his nose, coming back multiple
every game.
Listen, multiple times. Yeah.
He broke his nose and he just never took
Yeah,
it
he
off.
didn't always play like that, CT. Look at him back in the Wizards.
Right. But what I'm saying is,
after the fact he had it.
I'm saying, look at what I'm getting at is look at how physical that game was back then, and look at how they play now. It's mostly a shot game anyway, or a fast break dunk on somebody game anyway. You don't have to worry about hand checking, nothing, hands in your face. You don't have to worry about that. It's a freak accident that you got hit in the nose. So now all of a sudden you need a whole week.
Again.
It's a freak accident that you got hit in the nose, so you need a whole week before you come back? How many times you got hit in the nose before tonight? Never. Not never. Not never. Not never. So all of a sudden, the first time you get hit in the nose, you like, nah, I need a week because I might get hit again. You never got hit before. And that ain't cap, CT. Go look up Donovan Mitchell's injuries and tell me when the last time he had a nose injury.
He probably never had a
Exactly.
arm. He probably never had a couple injuries before.
It don't matter. You've never had a nose injury. So why all of a sudden are you worried about getting hit again and needing a whole week? It's not like they had to reset your nose, my nigga.
My nose is bruised right now. I'm cool.
Right, your nose is that's soft shit. You got a bruised nose and you don't want to play. That's soft shit. That is. That I don't care how you cut it.
From playing.
It's soft shit though.
From playing.
You know how close it is for your squad to make it somewhere right now, right? So they need
They're
you.
sitting at 3.
They need you.
Close to 2.
But how many games did they lose without you? That 2 week time.
How many games did D Garland sit out?
Right.
That I had to lead. That I had to lead. That I had to lead a lot of those games.
And it's been vice versa as well. The previous season. So that don't mean shit. All I'm saying is if you have an injury, that's not stopping you.
What does that mean?
If you have a knee, an ankle, something that's stopping you from moving, completely understood. But something as I don't even know what the word to use. It's a nose. You don't need your nose. You don't need to smell if a defender's coming. You don't need it. So who cares, my nigga? Try the mask, and then if it doesn't work and you like, I can't play in the mask, it's messing me up. Sit down.
Practice on it. It didn't work. Cool. Give me a week. I'll be back.
Right, until the next weak ass injury takes place and you need more time out.
Nah, we good.
He's only been there for 2 years, and he's only been there
to the playoffs every year.
He's only been there for 2 years, and the nigga hadn't been consistent the entire time as far as playing.
All-star twice. What do you mean?
I'm talking about availability. I don't care how good you are when you do play.
You gotta be available to be an all-star.
What's he do in the playoffs? What's he do when the money's on the line, CT? You remember them days, right?
30 and he about averaging 30.
It's all beyond.
No, not with the Cavs. Not with the Cavs.
How many of y'all have had a bruised nose? Like it's either broken.
I've had a broken nose, a bruised nose. Name it.
So a bruised nose. What is that? Like what is? So what? Your nose is.
That's swollen? Where you bruise. No, it will swell up, but you bruise the bone under the nose, so it gets real tender to touch. Like you can't even tap it, or it's like ooh.
Right.
So it's sore.
Right. You got a sore nose.
It's tender.
You got a tender schnoz, my nigga. Get out on that fucking court.
But if you got a mask on,
hard injury to palate. My nose is snoring. So you was using paper towels to blow your nose or something? Like is it rough around here or something? Nah.
I mean that's just a weak injury to say. Like don't get me wrong. If you broke your nose, I completely understand. Understand. But a bruised nose taking you away from your squad, that's just a nigga that don't want to be on this. Maybe soft is the wrong word, but that's just a nigga that don't want to be out there fighting with the boys at the end of the day.
Right. I'm trying to be a teammate of Donovan Mitchell and him coming into the room and say, hey man, my nose is bruised.
Yeah, it's sore. Okay. I don't think I can go.
Go where?
They saw the play happen.
You go where?
Y'all seen what happened? Like it ain't
right, but can't nobody else. Right, but can't nobody else go out there and move his legs on the court for him. If he say he's not playing, he's not playing. There's not much I can do as a trainer. How many times have we seen the trainer say so and so is cleared to play, and they still sit out? You can't make them play. You can't make them play.
Why, Leonard?
If he don't want to play, he's not going to play. And that's what I'm saying is. So once again, maybe I used the wrong words with soft, but you don't want to go to war with your squad. Is what it is.
No, you're right. He is soft. You just told me you had a bruised nose. It's like telling me your ear hurt and you can't play basketball today.
Right.
What?
That is just different.
No, you don't need an ear. Just like you don't need your nose. Your nose does it doesn't do one thing to help you out on the court.
If we know D's nose is kind of bruised when he come in here, we're gonna take a good shot on him. Like what? You crazy?
You gonna take a shot at me regardless. If I'm 100,
crazy.
Take a shot at me.
Exactly.
But why would I be scared of that shot though?
So why would they?
Why would I be scared of that shot though? You feel what I'm saying?
Alright.
Like just because a nigga try to take a shot doesn't mean the shot lands. So now all of a sudden we're not playing because we're worried about a potential dirty play. It's still soft to me. Soft.
Okay.
So I retract my previous statement. We back to soft.
Out there with a helmet on.
Right, but you could be out there with a mask on.
Like that's gonna prevent something.
Like what do you mean, CT? What do you mean, CT? There's a reason Rip Hamilton wore it for the rest of his career because it worked.
And
it worked.
Take it off and adjust because sometimes people get.
Regardless, it worked, and we've seen him drop 30 in it. So it doesn't matter. It works.
Because his nose probably wasn't hurting, and he just kept it
on. LeBron explored the mask situation.
Mm-hmm.
He took.
Listen, Joel Embiid even had them create the new mask, the black one.
Before he came back with the mask on, he didn't just come.
Right, because they didn't have a mask. No, he did. Because remember that same game. No, that same game they brought the mask out to him. If you remember, but it was too loose, and he kept, like you said, pulling it off of his face, and then they had to readjust it and make a mask specifically for him. Which is why he went out and came back the next game.
Because he was sweating and shit. He was mad about the sweat and shit.
I don't know what the specifics were, but I know that the specific mask that was not fit to him was a problem, which is why he went out. He got a mask made and came right back the next game. So my whole thing is, if it's something like that, then my nigga, get me a mask, right? How long does it take for you to make me a mask and get it to me? I'll be out for that long.
Nigga, I'll be out there with the breathe right strip.
You know? He said a breathe right strip. I mean, that just comes down to who how much you love the players that you playing around. And I feel like it's clear that he may be meshing with them better this year, but I don't think he's still comfortable with the team that he's on. We seen Kobe with a torn Achilles walk back out to take a free throw. We seen Kobe walk to the sideline and get his finger popped back in place to go back into the game. So all I'm saying are those are things that you need in order to play the game. Try playing basketball without a finger. See where your shot goes.
Do you believe
Kobe did a lot of that?
He was the most talented player on the Cleveland Cavaliers?
Do I believe, huh?
Donovan Mitchell is the most talented.
I do.
Okay.
I do.
All right.
And okay, so it goes back to the conversation of Allen Iverson and Kyrie. I don't think he's the most skilled. I think he's the most confident in what he knows how to do. I think the Cleveland Cavaliers background dancers have a confidence issue. I've talked about it with Evan Mobley. I've talked about it with Darius Garland. The only other player on that team that is confident is Jared Allen, because I know I can rebound and I know I can dunk. But other than that, everyone else has a confidence issue. I just think that Donovan is the most confident with what he has going, but I wouldn't say he's the most skilled. Definitely the most athletic. Who's more skilled?
Yeah, who's more skilled then?
Oh, I'm giving it to Darius. I just think it's confidence. He won't. I only shoot when I want to. I only shoot when I feel the need. Donovan's going to take it every time. That's the difference between somebody that can do it and somebody that feels like I have to. Donovan's the guy that feels like he has to in this situation. Darius is the guy that's like, yeah, I can do that too, bud.
But that's more of a thought process rather than skill, because Darius.
Right. That's why I said more skilled could go to someone else. But as far as what he knows he can do, all Donovan does know is I can hit a three, I can jump real high, I can finish at the rim. Give me the ball. Give me the ball, I'll get it done.
But no, hold on. You just even admitted that he's been getting assists lately. He's been doing his thing with the assists.
3-level scorer.
Right. He's starting. And you are absolutely correct. He's definitely a 3-level scorer. He is starting to get his assists right, but that was never his game consistently prior to.
But a lot of people have a game a certain way early on,
and then they develop. Yeah.
Develop or add.
Right, but
same way.
But we're talking like, first of all, we're getting hype over his games where you're getting like, he's had a what one game where he had 14. I think he had 14 assists.
Yeah, something like
and then other than that, you still down in the 4s and the 5s. It's not like you're consistently working on your passing. You're taking it as you should, and I'm not upset with the way he's playing when I say this, but he's taking his opportunities the way he should. If he knows I have an opening or I can do it, yes, you should be the one doing it. But I shouldn't force anything is what he's learning now. So I'll move it around before I'll just run something in anywhere. And that's why you're seeing his assists go up. But it's not like he's just going out there focusing on getting dimes.
Well, that's just because it depends on the matchup and the flow of the game. You know,
I agree. But that's apples to oranges, because the original question was, do I think he's the most skilled? Just because he's getting his assist numbers up doesn't mean I'm automatically about to drop him in a category with passers. Nah. You're not there yet.
No, he's a scorer.
Yeah, and that's what he does.
He's not a point guard.
That's why I said he's the most talented on the team for sure. But most skilled, and that talent comes in with his mind, his thought process. I'm going to hop on my back. I'm going to take y'all home. Which is why I got to be so hard on you when you get something like a nose injury. Because if you have that hop on my back, I'll take y'all home mentality, and then you have something like this take place and you like, I'm going to sit back out. I know I only played one game. I'm going to sit back out for a week or so. That makes me feel like you don't want to play or you're being soft.
That's why it's a week, because he's trying to get back out there and he's trying to sit for longer than. He just sat out a long stretch for.
And don't get me wrong, it takes a little bit for a bruised nose to heal. But even a week.
Too long?
When you're getting paid to play.
They probably only got one game and so 2 games in the stretch.
And I know I'm different. I know I'm different because I'm not on the basketball court and I'm more used to physical sports. But I've continued fighting with a broken nose.
Is it hard to breathe with a broken nose? Is it hard to breathe?
Breathing is the last.
Not a broken nose. Not a broken nose. Bruised nose. I'm sorry.
No.
Breathe with a bruised nose.
No. And the only
breathe with a broken nose.
And the only way it's hard to breathe with, because when I broke my nose, it wasn't hard to breathe. But if they like crush this, like your nasal, you know what I'm saying? Like if it's crushed in,
a deviated septum is what they call it to be touched.
Yeah, if it's crushed in, then hell yeah, it's hard to breathe. But if it's a situation where they just like knock it like crooked, you can still get your air through there. That's not a problem. You just have pain every time somebody hits you in it. That's
right.
That's why I may be a little harder as well, because I've been in actual sparring scenarios with a broken nose, continuing my work.
You may in the NBA, you may get hit in the face once or twice a quarter. That actually matters.
Yeah, depending on impact though.
Right, but like as far as like you being worried about playing because your nose is bruised, but you can put a mask on and maybe get hit once or twice a quarter.
And they still gonna hurt even in that mask, but the mask is gonna absorb a lot of the impact to where it's not gonna hurt as bad.
No, I never bruised the nose or broken my nose. My nose is in perfect shape, nigga. Lord has blessed me. I'm good. I got nostrils, nigga. But I
can say breaking shit both ways and still get some air through.
Hey, thank you, Lord.
Mm-hmm.
But
God did.
Yeah.
But what you saying?
What I'm trying to say is that they didn't. I'm just trying to see if that's even a viable injury, because I've twisted my ankle before, right? I've broken bones and shit. I never had to bruise anything on my face, so I was trying to figure out if.
I mean,
lost the fight.
I mean, you can sit out. You can sit out. Don't get me wrong, but I'm just like, don't even put a time. Like, why are you even putting a time frame on it?
They should say day by day or something.
Right. It's sore as fuck. My nose is sore. Give me a couple days. But now that we automatically like, nah, I'm gonna need about a week or so to get, like, all of a sudden you done diagnosed yourself. You know when you gonna start feeling better? Off of your nose, my nigga?
If women could do sports on the time of the month, a nigga could play with a little banged up nose.
That's actually an interesting question.
But think about it. Some women be really going through it. You know
I wish, that's what I'm saying. I wish a young lady was on the pod to be able to give her input on that. Because me immediately, I'd rather play with the fucked up nose than cramps and all that stuff that comes with your menstrual. Give me the nose. I'll take the nose.
Give me the nose.
I don't need to be about to cross somebody up and my stomach cramp up and I'm like, oh.
Right. Oh, that was heavy.
That might be why we see all these WNBA bloopers. No, let me stop. Let me stop. Oh, I love a lot of them, but it's a lot of blooperish moments, and it could be from, you know, spasmish cramps that take place.
You never know. You feel me? Y'all on the same team, motherfuckers sink. You know?
He's stupid. And I know he wasn't even trying to be funny,
but you know what I mean? Real shit. So I'd rather play with the nose than to deal with.
I know what you mean.
The latter.
Yeah,
you know?
I agree as well. But we gonna hop off my nigga Donovan because he's still my nigga. Don't get me wrong. It's just
Donovan.
Eastern Conference Finals.
I'm hoping so. I'm hoping they on track.
Man.
No, it's possible. Who do they have to beat though?
The Bucks and the Celtics. Everybody. We're currently 41-24. The Bucks are 42-24. The Celtics are 51-14. So of course that's Ivan Drago at the moment.
Second,
that's not the question. It's not the question.
No, it's not out the question. And like I said, as long as if we can get our team back healthy. Remember, I've always said the Bucks Cavs always give Bucks problems. Now the only difference is now that you got Dame on the squad, that changes things. I'm not gonna lie, but that also took away a lot of your pieces in your supporting cast as well. And I'd much rather only have to focus on 2 of you than everybody on the team.
You gotta worry about Bobby.
Bad. I was gonna say, don't forget about
right, but you gotta think about back in the day. Back in the day, we had Bobby Portis, Dante DiVincenzo, we had Chris Middleton. It was hella motherfuckers on the squad that we had to worry about.
But who's the head coach, Cliff?
It's Budenhauser now, isn't it? Not Budenhauser.
Doc Rivers.
Doc.
It was.
You ain't seen Doc on the Bucks.
It
was Budenhauser.
Yeah.
No, it was the black dude prior to Doc. The other Larry Arthur something Griffin.
No, they fired him for no reason.
Andrew Griffin.
Oh, they fired
right.
Adrian Griffin.
Adrian.
Adrian, and then before him it was Budenhauser.
Right.
But you ain't seen Doc in the Bucks yet in the playoffs.
Man, nobody worry about Doc. When has Doc ever come through for y'all? That's the whole reason why when the Bucks was first messing up, they was talking about how Doc was the problem. He had just got there, ain't been there for 4 weeks yet, not a full month, and they talking about is Doc gonna work out with the Bucks? We don't know what's gonna happen.
And they down 20 right now in the Boston. So
these motherfuckers don't know who they like, what they want to do.
But all I'm saying is Doc Rivers would be another person that I'm not viewing as a threat because you find a way to get in your own way.
No,
we've seen it. That's what I mean. And that's all I can judge on. I can't judge off of the present because we haven't got there yet where we get to see each other. All I can judge you on is what I know from you so far.
Well, fear the devil that you don't know.
And expect that I get to see your best when we meet. That's how you train. You watch tape and expect that you're gonna get the best version of the person you're training for when it's time to go. But historically, Doc gets in his own way.
He got a Giannis now, though, and he got some dang time.
That's impressive.
I elevate you a little bit.
He might try to overcoach that, I think, is what the problem is. He might try to do too much to try to enforce his game plan.
Well, they're getting smacked right now, though.
That's what I'm saying. That might be what the problem is.
And he playing, that's number 1, number 2 right now.
No Giannis, though. No Giannis.
That makes a difference too.
Big difference.
Because you playing that's Celtics Bucks. That's 1 and 2 right now. That's a preview of what could take place down the line.
Feels like a sweep.
Yeah, so you don't want to make the Celtics. You don't want to give the Celtics that false confidence that they don't deserve to have. But that's another reason strategically why I would sit Giannis too. So I could be like, yeah, if you get this win, you beat them. You ain't beat all of us. You know what I'm saying? And I would make Dame be the one to play because right now you have the confidence issue. Right now you're riding Dame's back. Let's see more riding Giannis's back. Let's see more from you. No, he has certain games because that one game he dropped 40
what against the Clippers? 40 on a comeback, down 20.
Yeah. Was that the Clippers?
Yep.
So he has
no Giannis that game too.
He has his moments, but you gotta force Dame into doing that. You know what I'm saying? And right now we need to see how you forced into doing that against number 1 without our number 1.
Dame already talked about he was feeling lonely in Milwaukee. I know what he meant by that. He talked about he felt lonely. I don't know if that's his team or like.
Nah, I don't think it got nothing to do with
it's
team.
The outside, like.
Yeah, I think so too. I think he had his roots in Portland. You know what I'm saying? And then all of a sudden you going to Milwaukee, it's like I don't have a lot here like I did there. Yeah. But why you lonely, nigga? Get in the gym. Get in the gym. Anytime I'll be like, oh, I'm lonely. I don't let me put up some shots.
You probably got a little studio set up.
We need another Kobe, man.
Hey, he don't even be making no more rap albums, nigga. When you retire, explore your musical career, nigga.
Nah, they know how this current active NBA player.
I'm not saying he's not bad at rapping. I'm just saying if you want a championship, you only have X amount of years.
Right. That's more important.
From performing on the court.
No, man, he can be 7 years.
No, but I understand what he's saying. Like, put your sole focus on that ring because it's close. This is the closest you've ever been to it.
You want another superstar?
No, it ain't.
When else?
Back pocket.
No, I'm not saying like physically close, like, you know, because we haven't been to the playoffs with this Bucks team. But I'm saying as far as team setup, everything, you on the East now, this is the closest you've ever been to a ring, especially with Giannis Antetokounmpo. Fuck that album, my nigga. Push that back. Carter 5 that bitch. Keep pushing it.
You got a whole off season to do that.
Right.
That's not stopping him from hooping on the court, though.
I'm not gonna say it is. What I'm gonna say is
it's not. When you at the crib show,
you know what? It could be though. It could be.
Some dudes play the game. Some dudes play the game.
I'm gonna play devil's advocate.
When Shaq stopped making rap albums, that's when he started making championships.
I don't know, Target. He was doing movies and everything when he was in LA.
No, I'm talking about the first 2 rap albums he was on the Magic, right?
Yeah,
I believe so, because it was early in his career.
When he stopped doing that for a minute, he started.
Well, no. Yeah, no, you're right. You're right. And
rapping on the Lakers.
And Kobe dropped that song with Tyra Banks.
He was doing all that with the Lakers. What are you talking about? That's why Kobe was mad.
No, Kobe was rapping too. Kobe was rapping too.
That was like 90.
That nigga had a rap song with Tyra Banks, and I was thinking, why Tyra Banks? Like,
and Brandy,
she don't even sing.
He dated Brandy. He just dated Brandy.
Yeah, nah, I don't think they had a song together. But when I seen the Tyra Banks song, I said, oh, he just wanted a reason to hit. Because why would you be like, I need a feature from Tyra? She ain't never had a feature. That was her debut. He Harvey Weinstein, that young. I'm just playing. I'm just playing. He was like, listen, you can come back. I got a studio at the house. You can hop on the feature. And that's the truth. I wasn't there or nothing, but we know how that went. Who else gets a feature from Tyra Banks? Who even asked for one?
Right.
If she ain't walking a runway in your video, then why else would you need Tyra Banks? Oh, you wanted her vocals, Kobe. Oh, okay. I know what that is.
You wanted vocals?
Tyra Banks is going in the Ice Spice category of just, why else are you here? Because it can't be the music.
I mean, but at least Ice Spice has something else to offer to the little bops that like listening to her. You know, like at least they're like, her music is popping. What Tyra Banks, other than walking the runway, is what? Judging people walking the runway?
Yeah.
This is off subject, but I feel like the right person could have made Tyra Banks Ice Spice in the 90s. Wouldn't that?
Oh, Aaron is stupid. Aaron said if you'd have met Luke instead of Lucas, you'd have been popping that thing on the camera for
Dina Howard with no lyrics. You know what I'm saying?
Don't throw a Dina in there though. Don't do that.
I fuck with the Dina.
Yeah, don't do that. Tyra Banks wish she could have been a Dina. No, I'm just playing. I know a Dina like, damn, I should have went the modeling route. But moving on. Where are we moving on to?
Let's see, I got some shit. So current rookie standings right now, Victor Wembanyama in first place still. Damn it, I got it out of order.
It's not gonna be close.
Second is Chet. And Brandon Miller's third.
Yeah, Brandon Miller been doing his thing in Charlotte.
I fuck with Brandon Miller. Like
yeah.
Like as far as Wembanyama is a great player, and he will be great. But longevity wise, I will win Brandon Miller.
Right. I know what you mean. I feel like he is a. What's the word I'm looking for? It's right.
I see Malcolm disagreeing.
Wemby's a generational talent, though.
Yeah, man. Wemby is a once. Wemby might mess around and.
More talented. You're right. He's more talented.
He's like the new Kareem. He's like the Kareem 2.0, but in a different. You know what I mean?
Man, my nigga, real talking. I'm not trying to hate on Kareem, but that nigga is Kareem 5.0.
Real talk.
5.0. Like, don't get me wrong, I'm not trying to disrespect the legends, but Kareem had no dribble like that, no jump shot like that.
Kareem had jump shot.
Kareem was he wasn't doing. He had the sky hook and all that. He wasn't doing no step backs and none of that.
Yeah, he wasn't.
He was playing big man ball. You said what?
Step back didn't exist back then.
I agree.
He had stuff that he never seen. Yeah, Kareem had stuff dudes never seen.
But I guess that's the equivalent, right? Is it? Look at Wemby. Wemby's 7'6", playing ball like a guard. He's changing basketball, right?
Right.
If you're Kareem Abdul-Jabbar and you're the freak of nature coming into this league, why are you playing like them?
No, I get it.
Why not change the game if you that good? Why not show them something they ain't never seen before? But if I'm, Wemby, that'd be like Wemby coming in the league back in the 70s and backing somebody down when he know he could just cross him and dunk.
You know who I compare Wemby to more than anybody else, personally, is Magic Johnson. Because Wemby can dribble the ball and all that type of shit, but he'll get you with 5 blocks.
6, 7,
yeah. And 8 assists. Right? Yeah, and I put 28 up on him. And I had a steal or 2. Like, I feel every stat, there's no zero.
My fault, I heard you.
It's like every time I get a alert, it's like Wemby.
Good night.
It's like Wemby's the first player to do this and that. I'm like, man, it's crazy how many 35 and 5 and 5. Like,
oh no, I'm cool. I'm on the podcast.
10,
you all right?
He had some games where it's like, that's the same thing with Magic Johnson.
He's shooting over 50%.
Is he a point guard or a center?
Oh, okay.
Because he's 6. Magic Johnson is 6'9", but he can also handle the ball point guard.
Yeah, that's why I said I understand exactly what you coming at when you say that. But Magic Johnson was still in the confines of the game. You know what I'm saying? Like
more rules we played. There was unspoken rules, more dumbass.
Right. And even beyond that, like, you got to think, you were the size of a big man, but there were still bigs bigger than you. You know what I'm saying? So you got to be careful. Right. You got to be careful the way you drive and go up and do all. This nigga Wemby doesn't even have to do. Did you see the play where he just caught the ball, the rebound, and he just didn't even jump and just volleyball? He just volleyballed it back.
Jumping, I'll be like this.
And the dude was jumping to block it, and he just caught it and just stood there like. I said, man, come on now.
Yeah, that you can't teach.
You may only see him twice. You may only see him twice in a century.
Generational talent.
And the only reason why I say that is because his little brother is already, I think they reported he's 6'8".
I've seen that.
6'8" or 6'9", and he's 16 right now. They said that he on the same track Wemby on growing wise.
He'll end up being like 6'10" with a crazy J.
That might be right.
Jump shot, yeah.
Yeah, I don't think he's gonna reach what Wemby reached. But what if he did though? Because I know my little brother's taller than me. I know it's a few situations. Look at Evan Mobley and Isaiah. We just talked about them. Round that back.
You see my brother? That nigga way shorter than mine.
Right, that's what I'm saying. You see a lot of instances where the little brother is bigger than the big brother. So what if we see somebody 6'8", or 7'8", out there doing the same thing Wemby doing.
It's over for the league if that happens. Right.
Only for a period of time, though, because you're not gonna continue. You're not. That's not gonna. You're not gonna. It's not like the league changes when Wemby gets there, and all of a sudden we get bigs that are. Well, I don't know. We've been seeing a lot of bigs over 7'4".
The one that's going to Duke next year.
Like a David and Goliath situation, where it's
right.
People end up being tall as shit, but don't end up mattering because somebody ends up finding a way.
Right.
I'm not gonna say what.
Yeah, I mean, we seen Taco Falls out there.
Bobo out there, tall as fuck, running around.
Bobo finna come into himself.
You think so?
He's finna come into himself.
Sounds good, but
watch what happen next year with Bobo. I'm telling you right now, mark my words. Watch what happen with Bobo next year.
Ain't finna do nothing.
Watch, mark my words. But yeah, Wemby though, I just can't. What really impresses me about him is that I've seen the background videos where he knows because of his height he's more prone for injury, and he works with the people on his flexibility and his stability. Man, I said, man, that's something that I doubt people was really on like that. You know what I'm saying? This nigga damn near out there doing ballet type shit just to make sure he's in top physical shape, his body can bend, and we ain't seen no big man actually focus like that.
Not at all.
So that's where I say it could really be dangerous, because the only reason why people ain't 100% sold on him is because they think he's going to be, prone to injury. But if he can go he don't even need to go a full 10. If he can go 8 years doing what he doing, that's going to be crazy.
Yao Ming was like 8 years.
But Yao Ming, it may be wild to say, but he kind of struck me as big out of shape. Not fat, but like you just weren't working. You weren't peak performance.
He came in the league on the way.
Hey, prime Yao was crazy,
man.
But like still, like he thought he had juice for like 8 years. You had 2 years of juice.
Right. You right.
Bro.
That, and I think that could come from that, man.
He had T-Mac on the team. He had T-Mac on there. He had Shane Battier.
He had a little squad. Yeah, Rayford was out there back then.
Like one.
Skip to my love.
Yep.
That's crazy.
And then let me see what else.
Steve Francis.
Steve Francis was on there. He was an older Steve. No, not really. He was, but
he was
way out though, I believe.
Yeah, he was on his way out. But what was you about to say, Mark?
Timberwolves analyst charged with stealing info and got fired.
Like team info? Like what kind of info?
Important information. Let me pull up the news. So, why do you have the top stories? That's what I need to go to. But yeah, they was leaking some shit. They was getting some shit, and
yeah, I doubt without even hearing the article, they probably ain't still nothing. They the analysts, so they know the stats and all that. So they was probably talking to somebody they ain't had no business talking to. Like, yeah, they susceptible to this, and He drive all the way to his left. He only gets 15 points in games where he's on. And they like, oh, you stealing it from... No, it ain't that I'm stealing it. I'm just, I know the information from reporting on the games, and I was talking to somebody.
They were accused of or charged with stealing strategic NBA information. They stole, allegedly, thousands of internal files, including NBA information from a team executive, according to a criminal complaint.
Okay.
You know what that sound like? That sound like a prostitute got a hold of a laptop. That's what that sound like.
Dude, now here's the interesting thing. Dude's name is Somak Sarkar, 33 years old.
That's funny.
Sounds like it.
I think that's a pretty close dart, is all I'm saying. If you ain't bullseye, you damn near close. I guarantee you that.
This nigga's on trial for simping. God damn it. How do you get this information?
That's hilarious. That's absolutely hilarious. Oh man, give me another. Yeah. What else y'all got? Nothing.
Man, that baseball player's interpreter, Shohei Ohtani.
Oh yeah, stealing his money.
Yeah, man, that boy was stealing up to $4.5 million in wire transfers from Ohtani's bank account.
Now we can get into that, but first, before we switch off, because there's a couple other things we can talk about outside the basketball. But
all right, yeah.
How about the Thunder being the number one, as we all know, and having 2 potential lottery picks next year?
Do they?
Yeah.
The lottery picks aren't dangerous because who are they getting?
But look at who,
a lot of good
man.
Players.
They can trade for a good player.
There's a lot of good players. Y'all give me 2. Somebody give me
in the college?
Two good lottery pick players to pick. You tell me.
Like in college right now?
Or anywhere.
Overseas. Yeah, I was about to say right now it's too hard to judge. Like we all know that as far as the NBA recruiting goes, they have certain players that they keep an eye on throughout, but they don't start knowing who it is they going for in the draft at least until the tournament begins. They need to see who's standing out in the tournament under those pressure situations, and that's usually when the name is born that we kind of get a better idea of who could be going where. But right now, I don't know of any specific number one dog-ass standout that we like, oh yeah. And I also...
Dude from Purdue, the big man, they got some...
They're saying... Bleacher Report's got a mock draft of a 7-1... power forward / center who's French and he plays overseas. They got him projected to go number 1. His name is Alex Sarr, according to Bleacher Report.
See, that's what I'm saying, is especially now that they're looking to other countries as well. We would never have an ID like if it wasn't for Wemby being 7'6" or 7'5", whatever you want to say, people wouldn't have known about him prior to. People wouldn't have known about him prior.
They got my boy from Kentucky, Rob Dillingham, going second. That nigga's a dog, and he comes off.
What's that?
That's my sandwich. You can have.
Oh, I'm not. Okay. Probably not, but.
Okay, give it here. You want the cake?
Excuse
me.
Hey, me, Bob.
Mark said was good. Listen.
Right.
Hey, that's funny. That's what happened to me with my grandma that one time. Like, you want some more, baby? You want another plate? But no, my man. I don't know if y'all two really know much about him. Like CT, you might. I'm sure you do. But yeah, Rob Dillingham. That's crazy. They got him going number 2 allegedly. He's a dog, but he comes off the bench for Kentucky. He's a dog though. He's a point guard / shooting guard.
There was another dude from Kentucky.
Oh, you talking about Big Z? CT? Oh, Reed Shepherd. That's crazy. They got Reed Shepherd from Kentucky projected to go number 3. He comes off the bench too. He's a dog. He's a bad white boy. Bad one.
How y'all got people coming off the bench that got projected to go 2 and 3?
That's interesting, right? That's why I hold it with a grain.
That's Kentucky for you.
Nah, it ain't just Kentucky for you. That's people reaching and wishing. That's people going off of names and projections. Yeah, it is.
That's like Tyler Hero probably came off the bench, I think. And Devin Booker.
Tyler Hero also went 14.
Devin Booker probably went around that too.
Devin Booker?
But I'm saying to be putting people at 2 and 3 that are coming off the bench in college is... Devin Booker did come off... Well, yeah, he did.
Mm-hmm.
He did come off the bench.
Yeah.
Oh.
Are we talking about Browning right now?
No, just in general. I was talking about how the projected draft pick from Bleacher Report Mount just had 2 players from Kentucky that come off the bench going 2 and 3.
Because they're freshmen. Some other freshmen, I think it might be like sophomores and stuff.
That's just another sign. Like I said, you're not going to see the actual, like an accurate portrayal of the draft, at least until you see that tournament. They got to see that tournament. Trae Young wasn't even talked about prior to the tournament.
The tournament.
That tournament, it don't matter. Ben Simmons didn't go to the tournament. He was number 1.
It does.
He was in there for a little bit.
No,
LSU was in there.
Quit. No, they went to NIT, and he didn't even want to play in that.
Even still, though, like Allen Iverson went to NIT. I don't think he was in the tournament. Because there was like him and Stephon Marbury had a battle with Georgia Tech and Georgetown.
But Allen Iverson probably didn't give up on Georgetown.
No, neither did Stephon Marbury.
You think Ben Simmons gave up on LSU?
Yeah, look it up. I promise you, he didn't want to finish the season. He left early.
He gave up on every NBA team.
You might be right. He right.
Got drafted number 1.
You right about that too.
Still though, like the tournament will, I think Jalen Suggs, or Jalen Brunson. I'm sorry, Jalen Brunson came from the tournament.
I don't think the tournament really makes those people though, because look at Aaron Harris and like they did good in the tournament.
It makes them
it does.
It makes and breaks people.
Dude hit big shots. You think he would get drafted number 1 in top 10 or something? They didn't get drafted.
Right, but like Steph Curry got drafted because of what he did in the tournament. What he did with Davis. They didn't make it to the Final Four.
Steph Curry potentially is going to be good.
John Morant got drafted from Murray State out of what he did in the tournament.
He could have went anywhere. He was going to get drafted.
Not that high.
What?
Nah, he wasn't. Not that high. It wasn't until they saw what he was doing out there. I'm telling you. It wasn't
he went
until
to Murray State.
Listen, he was keeping them in the tournament single-handedly. That's what boosted his shit to be able to go number 2. If he didn't do that, he doesn't go 2, bruh. He doesn't go 2. He wasn't going 2 without his performance in the tournament.
That is cat.
No cap.
I can't see it being no other way. That's when you heard that's what I'm saying, because there's certain players
don't even gotta make the tournament and they go to the league and they still get drafted high.
There's certain players that hardcores keep their eyes on, that even the motherfucking websites miss. And there are certain players that have to show up when they have opportunities, like in the tournament. Otherwise, these casuals, because there's casuals even in the reporting, you don't get your spot.
Right.
I'm telling you that tournament means more than what you think it means.
But you also can't account, like you said, for the niggas overseas that you don't know that's coming yet.
That's the thing, and we don't know because we don't get an opportunity. Now that's one thing that I'm not saying like it's a conspiracy, because all them boys that I've seen that have came over have really showed out to some potential. But the fact that they're so involved in the draft now, but we don't get to see on American TV or whatever it is what they're doing over there is crazy to me.
No, you can. You just need to have the right. You need to have the right package.
Right, but that's what I'm saying. Like it should be just as readily available as college ball should.
Right, like but that's. I mean, you're right, because if you're really that passionate about basketball, you would explore basketball in other countries.
Right.
Because there's talent.
Especially I don't even know. Well, would we even know how to track it? Because I guess it's pro. There are already pros over there.
There's a lot of NBA players.
Yeah, you have to look it up.
It's like,
well, yeah, I know how to find them, but I'm saying like.
But once you look it up, you can just type in like what's their schedule, what's their, and then you would have to see
if you're a casual player, if you're a casual NBA fan, you're not going to take the time to do that extra research.
Right.
Same thing with football. You're not watching the NFL and USFL in the same intensity, unless you're a real NFL fan.
A real football fan, right?
I'm sure there's a social media account for it and everything. So.
That's a good point. That's a good point. I just feel like now that they're drafting so many foreign players, though, you should at least.
I feel like it's always been like that with Ricky Rubio.
Not like it is lately. Not like it is lately, and you got to think they.
Organized with like Tony Kukoc and shit. And
right. But lately, like, you got to think the NBA has been strategically placing camps in countries because they know of talent coming through there. They just started NBA Africa last year. So you can guarantee that there's going to be a few African players that nobody knew about that come into this draft as well.
Liz Cambridge, she from there? The light-skinned, tall, light-skinned, thick chick?
Oh, yeah. Uh-huh.
There's a lot of Africans in the league.
She's from South.
Embiid.
She's still thick now.
Embiid now.
Thank you.
Yeah, I guess from there, I don't know if that's as African as it gets, but you're apartheid African, half real, half. No, I'm just playing. Let me stop.
We still trying to figure out what Mariah Carey is in the United States. We can't figure out.
Who cares?
Right.
That's the problem.
Nick know. Nick Cannon know.
Right.
Whole hood know.
The whole hood don't know. The whole hood might know. Listen.
Brian and Jenny, they got a nice dating profile.
Yeah, they buy.
No, they ain't seen Mariah.
What you mean? Mariah fucked around with Eminem, CT. What you talking about? Man.
Yeah, if a nigga put a diss song out about you, you definitely fuck.
This nigga went off. This nigga damn near got charges pressed.
I don't mean anybody, but you know what I'm saying. Somebody like that.
Made whole songs about her and shit. I think he wrote a book. Or one of them did. She did.
A memoir.
Memoir. Shit.
Let me just wrap this up and explain myself.
Right.
That's crazy.
Indeed.
But yeah, other than that, I do want, before we this damn, I don't know what's going on with this monitor. Oh, there we go. Oh, okay, we had an hour 19. What y'all think of this Jake Paul Mike Tyson fight?
It's not happening.
Huh?
It's not happening.
What you mean?
It's not happening.
Why is it not happening?
It is happening?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's already, yeah. It's Netflix bought it. It's dated and everything.
Yeah, it's already in the yeah.
It's in the Cowboy Stadium, ain't it?
Yeah.
Is that where it's at? Yeah, they're projecting this to be the...
No, I think it's in Puerto Rico. Is it in Puerto Rico?
I don't know where it's at. I didn't even look up the details.
No, it's at the Cowboy Stadium, I'm pretty sure.
Let's see.
Last time I heard that shit was not happening.
No, it's definitely happening. Netflix bought it.
July. It's happening in July.
Oh, I thought it was June. Did they push it back?
July, yeah.
You know what's crazy is me and Chris was just talking yesterday about it. And I was saying it can't be in June. June sounds too far because Mike's already started camp.
Mm-hmm.
My nigga. I hope not. I know you said what?
Almost 60, ain't it?
That's what I'm saying. You're 57, 58. Now I know that you have scientists with you, like tracking your everything, but to start a camp 3 months prior, you gonna fuck around
ready.
or you burn yourself out. or you burn yourself out and you don't have much left by the time the fight comes. That's dangerous. I'm concerned about an old man doing a 3-month camp. Unless his camp is like, his camp can't be how a normal would be. Like, it can't be 8 to 10 hours a day.
No, he ain't training like his young days.
Yeah.
He know what he's in there doing.
Even if you cut it in half and did like 3 to 4 hours a day, I mean, I guess you could skate. I think 3 to 4 would be doable for 3 months, but I mean, you're still pushing 60.
Power back.
What's your prediction though? Is that you saying without the proper training and time that Mike Tyson might lose?
My prediction is, I know that niggas been riding Jake Paul's dick, right? But I mean, I am a realist. So, if Jake Paul can survive the first 3 rounds, he has a shot. If Mike don't really put it on him in the first 3 rounds, I can see Jake end up getting a decision. Jake's not gonna knock him out.
Who did Mike Tyson lose to?
Unless it's a TKO.
Who did Mike Tyson lose?
He lost to that white boy, didn't he?
He lost to some white boy from.
Yeah, he wasn't a big name. That's why he said that. He even said it in the interview. He said, "I shouldn't be losing to guys caliber like this." Like, he said, "I just don't have it in me anymore." I said, "Damn, like, the nigga just beat you and you gonna disrespect him?"
But that's what Muhammad Ali should have did though. Like, that's how he ended up where he was at. Like, he kept taking fights too long.
But I get it. That's the warrior spirit. It's never in you to stop.
Yeah.
It's never in you. And see, that's at least why I respect Mike, is because Mike at least knew enough inside of himself to know that he needed to walk away at that point. Now, if he chooses to come back, even if he's 58 years old, that's because he feels like, I still have a bit of a flame that's not out. And I want to get that flame out of me prior to, walking away. And I don't think that this is a bad opponent to get that flame out, with. He's dangerous, but he's not the most skilled. He's still a little inexperienced.
Is Mike Tyson still doing them podcasts?
It's a money grab.
Yeah, but he doesn't do them consistently.
I'm saying, like, when's the last time he did it, though? Has he done it?
The last one was a while ago. It might even been like Christmas, like around December.
It's all about the paper, Cliff. It's all about the paper.
He did a podcast episode.
Yeah, no, because I'm subscribed to him, and it don't never pop up with a new episode.
Mike Tyson.
I can tell you right now, because it's right on my podcast. Let's see what his last podcast was. He the one at the bottom too. Terrence Crawford. That was July 28th, 2023.
Damn. He has been training.
Oh yeah, he never stopped. That's what I'm saying. Once you get that in you, it's hard to get that out of you.
Especially if you Mike Tyson and you finna fight.
Right, you were a pro.
Jake Paul, isn't it?
My dad, similar age to Mike Tyson. 56. And he'll still spar. I'm like, what the fuck is wrong with y'all? Like,
can't let go of the game, nigga.
Mm-hmm.
Ain't got him in a chokehold.
Listen, so I get it. I get it 1,000. So that's why I said this is the perfect opponent, because he is very dangerous. Jake Paul got power, whether you want to admit it or not. The boy got power. He's not technically sound, but he's a gamer. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. I'm willing to come forward. I'm willing to exchange with you.
He goes in the hands category.
Yeah, he got hands. Yeah,
the hands category.
He got hands. Just from a boxing perspective, he's made a lot of strides. He's made a lot of strides, but he's still not. He's not there yet. I don't know if it's because of who he's training with or what, but he's not there yet.
contender at his weight? You feel like he's a contender at his weight?
Like with actual boxers?
I'm asking you because I mean
that's what I'm asking. You're saying with actual boxers is he a contender?
Actual boxers.
Fuck no. Okay. Fuck no.
So no. So who was? I'm trying to figure out. So who is achievable to you? That's an actual boxer for Logan Paul. Because Mike Tyson
for Jake Paul.
Jake Paul. I don't know
who's in an achievable win for Jake Paul right now. I couldn't tell you. I couldn't tell you. And the only reason why is because I don't know the nigga's name. Because what I'm telling you right now is he would lose to the niggas that we don't know their names if he chose to step up. I don't care how much power you got. You may get 1 out of 10. You're not competing with them.
So what you're saying is he's not a real boxer.
I don't like that question, right? Because it's like he's doing it, right? So he's clearly a real boxer. He's getting paid to do it. But he's not in the contention of... Because what I'm getting at is there's hundreds of kids that have trained harder, more skilled in everything, that's name has never been spoken on, national television, that if you throw him in with, would chew him the fuck up. So I can't just be like, yeah, he's a real boxer, because then it's like, well, what are they? They're not even getting names out there. Like, yeah, you are a real boxer, you're really doing it. But when we look at the competition that you're fighting against, you're an entertainment boxer. You're not a boxer.
He's an exhibitionist.
There we go. But, I think it started with the Tommy Fury fight. Those have been sanctioned fights. So if he actually gets a name next fight after this one, you could see Jake Paul in a rank for a belt. If he gets a real name and does something with it, you could, because they're actual pro fights he's in, but it's about who you're fighting against.
I feel like every fight he's had has been televised.
Yeah. That's a good thing. That's a benefit to him, though. That's a benefit to him that, like those same fighters that I said would come in and chew you up, they don't have that benefit. Because they always say when them lights come on, it's something different. And you don't know how it feels to walk out to a whole bunch of people cheering for Jake Paul or whatever the case, and then perform on top of being nervous because this is the most that anybody's ever watched. It all plays a part. I mean, certain people, different minds deal with it different, but it plays a part. That shit, that anxiety of it can drain you in itself. I understand when a motherfucker be like, I just didn't feel like myself. I just wasn't myself tonight. I understand exactly what you're talking about. I understand exactly. But yeah, I think for this one, if he don't get out there, he got about 3 rounds. Mike's gonna come at him hard for about 2. The question really is Mike's stamina. Now, if you're correct in your assumption, and he really has been training since June 28th of 2023, this nigga may be ready to shock the world. He may come out like, you're not going to come out like Iron Mike of the late, you know what I'm saying? But you may come out with enough force and enough endurance to be like, Jake can't take that pressure. He didn't expect to get pressured like that for that long. And Mike's throwing blows. Power don't leave. Speed does. Power don't.
Nigga, George Foreman. Remember George Foreman knocking nigga out? Slow as hell. nigga was hitting this nigga like this. He was doing this.
Right? You stupid.
Money.
You stupid. This nigga, he said, let me stop. Nah, but he was, though. That's what I'm saying. Your power don't leave. It's just your speed. So, I don't know. This Jake... And the thing is, Mike, we're talking about... This is what nobody... I've never heard anybody... All the people I heard talk about it never brought this up. Who was better at the body-head combination than Mike Tyson? You're looking at the body-head king. No. Muhammad Ali wasn't competing with Mike Tyson's body-head.
Hey.
He put...
I don't know if you remember this or not, but Roy Jones Jr.
Joe Frazier.
Roy was good. James Toney was another one that I'd say is...
The name of his record company.
Tommy Herman.
Body Headbangers.
Right.
That's what he did. Now, is he better?
You right. No.
I would say if I had to say one, it'd be Sugar Ray.
Oscar De La Hoya.
Well, see, I'm.
He used to kiss on niggas.
You right, but I'm not worried about if you can touch a body in the head. I'm talking about turning a light out. I'm gonna hit you in your body so hard you drop your hands, and that uppercut is coming. Your lights are out. Nobody did that. Like, the only person who's done that similar to Mike Tyson is Tank Davis. Tank sets his shots up like that. His uppercut's the most dangerous shot, and he'll hit you by Deontay Wilder and skilled enough to know. Yeah, his is all straight punches.
You gotta do this. You one of these niggas, nigga. You can die as that bitch.
And that's what I'm saying. It's gonna be tough. It's old man or not. It's gonna be tough to take one to the body and watch him throw that uppercut right dead at your forehead. That's when we really see what Jake Paul's doing when he eat a few of those, and I guarantee he back up. Because Tyron Woodley was backing him up, and he ain't no boxer. He's an MMA fighter. It's dangerous either way.
Mike Tyson was a jump puncher too. You like to jump and punch a nigga.
Right. And you know what the funny thing is about it is Jake Paul talking about he going for the knockout. I think that's the worst thing you could do against a Mike Tyson. You need to be on your bike and stay behind your jab and your straight punches until you start seeing him get weary with his old ass. Then you can go for the knockout. But if he think he can come out there in the first few rounds in exchange with Mike Tyson, young or not, it's going to be like a dad and his son out there. I'm telling you. Netflix is going to be real fucking pissed if this end like an old school Mike Tyson pay-per-view where everybody gathered around and spent money to buy the pay-per-view, and as soon as the first round started, you got through the first 20 seconds and it was
it's gonna be Rocky.
Mike knocked him out.
It's Rocky Crazy. Niggas in the gym.
Man, you know how many times it was a Mike Tyson fight party at my dad's house and that motherfucker was over in the first round?
Right.
Yeah, I think we all had those. I mean, I didn't. I was too young to sponsor, but I was there.
Right.
I come back downstairs. The wings go.
Fight over. Next thing you know, the nigga got a whole big knot on his head, and they waving it off. Like,
I feel like next time I got him. I feel like next time I can do it.
Yeah, it's gonna be interesting though. And the way I understand it is, this is how I know they going for records, because Netflix ain't charging for it.
Really?
Nah, as long as you got a Netflix subscription, the fight will be available to you. So what I think they're doing is they're trying to break, like, the Floyd Mayweather, the records of most watched fight. They trying to really shatter that record. Jake's not stupid. Jake's not a dumb motherfucker. That's one thing I will say. If I can say, because see, that's what gives you leverage. If Jake Paul can then say, there's never been a more watched fight than mine, now I can leverage actually getting a real fight with fighters, because they like, I've never been paid like that before. So if you can guarantee that we record breaking with our fight count and I'm getting paid, I'm in.
The deals through Netflix, like that's gonna be a big bag for him.
That's the problem, man. That's the problem. Gotta give him peas for that. But yeah, I don't got nothing else unless y'all got something we can give our hit the
I just
showers
seen
and
what
wrap
was it, Mike Williams to the Jets. That was crazy.
Mike Williams to the Jets.
Yeah.
But they expecting Aaron Rodgers to come back?
That's not
$1
bad.
$1 million deal.
Come back in.
Yeah, he's back. Yeah, no, he's back.
It just sucks losing our division now, man. We didn't get nobody.
Because y'all trash. I don't understand why you surprised.
And now y'all gotta go for a quarterback.
Y'all gonna have the most vaccines out from trash.
Now y'all gotta get a quarterback, especially since y'all gave Mac up. Y'all got Jacoby Brissett. Y'all gonna have to get something in the draft. So you ain't get. You can't.
I'm gonna go get my hit the showers in real quick.
Yep.
Justin Fields.
Why you gotta hit him?
He got traded for
6th round. That can change to a 4th.
There was like, look, I'll give you Justin Fields for a turkey and cheese 10.
That's on the Bears. That's not on him.
No, I'm sorry. I meant to say hit the showers, Chicago Bears.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
You all right?
I meant to say the Chicago Bears.
Yeah.
Because damn, he could have got an offensive lineman or something.
Yeah, he could have got.
Trade value.
Man.
Even if your goal is to get another quarterback, which I don't necessarily disagree with.
You have to.
But what I'm trying to say is, if you're going to get another quarterback, you get something in value back from the one that you had, or you just keep it. Otherwise, why are you doing it?
No, it just goes to show what they thought about him.
You know,
and that's fucked up because they never really gave him enough to get him cooking.
Hey, I'm shooting in every toilet and not flushing. Locker room, real too.
You said every toilet.
Every toilet I can.
That would have to be what? That would be like, I'm assuming they got at least 14 stalls in there. That's a 14-day process. Somebody walking in and...
Give me a laxative. I'll make it happen in 3 days.
Give me a honey pack.
Nah, that's a good hit 'em.
Mine's going to John Collins. You got to get up and walk that one off.
Oh, so he got to get up and walk that one off, but Donovan Mitchell don't got to get back out within a week because he bumped his nose.
He got hit in the face, and he's not as big as John Collins. Like,
my nigga jumped from the free throw line and brought a knee down on his dome, though.
No, it wasn't as rough. It wasn't like that. You got to get up, Craig.
I do agree. I agree, though. I agree with both. Mine, I had it before. Oh, I gotta give it to Kenny Pickett. Gotta give it to Kenny Pickett. I know he a new Eagle now, but you talk about my nigga Jamarcus Russell, and this nigga did a side-by-side of stats, and they said, I don't know how we talk about Jamarcus Russell being the worst draft pick, because we know they gave him blank tapes, and he said he studied them, and he came back and put up these points, and he said, look at Kenny Pickett's stats. We know that he was a part of the quarterback room, and he did this. He is by far now the worst. Go on, hit him, Kenny.
My nigga leaning tough.
Go on, hit him, little hands.
Yeah, I don't put that so much on him. And Steelers aren't known to be much of a
That's still crazy, though, for a guy that don't even know plays. I don't even know the plays. I'm just out here working. To a dude that knows them all. That's the problem. Yeah, you gotta erase my nigga Jamarcus, and I'm just happy about that. So, hit the showers, Kenny Pickett.
You trying to throw somebody else.
Yep, that's exactly what I'm trying to see.
Already.
Get off my nigga Jamarcus. Even though I'm not a fan of Jamarcus, but just because he associated with the Raiders, now it's an Eagle who got hit the motherfucking showers. Because just that's his words.
Eagles quarterback whisperers. We'll get him right. My hit the showers goes to the Cavaliers coach J.B. Bickerstaff, who told, let me see, it came in breaking news.
Gambling thing.
Said that he was being threatened last season by gamblers and reported it to the NBA. Use a snitch.
Why he tried to leave like that? His life could have been nigga, he's in Cleveland.
If it was in danger before, it's definitely gonna be in danger now.
I mean, you could be right. He in Cleveland. You better tell somebody.
People looking it in. Yeah,
What's the option for getting out of that situation?
Strap up. You better have a gun. You better have a gun behind every clipboard you hold. You in Cleveland, that man. Cleveland ain't playing. Cleveland's not playing. Cleveland's not playing.
Because you know if he reported it, you gotta give names. If you report, you know what I'm saying, an incident, you can't just talk general people. Well, who are people? You know what I mean?
Yeah, like Charleston White said, give them names out.
Right.
I mean, but it's probably so many, and you know how people are online. It's like Big Brownie fan 2572. Like you know, he don't got enough time or finances to look up to find whose name is associated with each account to be like, here's the names. But I know they
spoke to the home or something like it.
Right, they was calling like,
I know.
We know what the fuck. We know what the fuck he did last summer.
Leave a note on his door or something like that.
TP his crib.
He coming to get you. Not the old. Remember the Titans brick with a note wrapped around a rubber band. It was.
This is a polite left sticky note on your door.
It's probably after that playoff series.
Nigga said, how the fuck he get a brick through the third floor? We need to invite him to the camp.
You don't want to cut me, coach.
He said, NBA, I need 24 hours security.
That's crazy. Y'all crazy, man. I'm done with y'all.
Adam Silver, bro. I need that 24 hours security at the crib all day.
Who was you that hit the shower, CT? John Collins. I remember that. I said I agree with that too. Well, we got to take us out.
Scary ass JD. Maybe next time. Best of luck.
Man, don't hate on my nigga Bickerstaff.
No, that's Snitcher Staff.
Oh,
that's
shit.
Yeah, don't do like that.
He ain't snitching on my. I'm telling you, watch it. Next time you see him, he gonna have a bandana just gently draped over his head, tied up like Jill Santana, with a strap tucked in his gray slacks.
You'll stay in Bickerstaff, nigga? He's thinking.
if y'all talking shit about Gunna, just give the same energy to JB Snitcher Staff.
Bickerstaff.
Oh, y'all crazy. Y'all crazy.
You trying to call Gunna a snitch, CT?
Nah, don't put Bickerstaff in that. Gunna told on somebody. Bickerstaff.
Telling nobody.
Gunna was involved in a nigga still being in jail to this day. Right. Bickerstaff was just like, I can't handle this. I'm expected to coach, not protect myself. What y'all gonna do?
Gonna have something to do with what Thug did? Nah.
He involved?
Nah.
Affiliated.
He involved. If they picked you up together and he's out and you still in there, it looks like something.
A lot of them got out.
It looks like something. Niggas lost their life for less.
Well, JB in the same boat now. Nigga, you snitch and they looking for you in Cleveland.
Don't play.
You know how Cleveland is.
He can't snitch if he don't know no names. He gonna say Brownie 2537.
No, you gotta give names. Like I said, you can't just say people because how was the?
Nah, he probably gave. There's people that work there. They probably gave like printouts of like text messages or whatever online. You know what? It's probably all online. I guarantee you, what probably happened is somebody popped up in his direct messages and probably dropped a very accurate address, and he was like, "Oh shit, let me report this to the NBA. Hopefully, they can look into this."
No, them niggas did that scene from the NWA movie where that nigga pop up and say, "Oh, Jerry? Oh, okay, you Jerry? Nice place. Okay, that's probably what they did to Bickerstaff's ass. Yeah." And
either way, them motherfuckers better get it together very quick because I'm upset with the bets happening in Cleveland as well. I don't want this to end up being a July 6th or January 6th situation where we all just come rushing because shit, get it together.
It's January. It's July 6th day out here in Cleveland.
You know the fuck. But
we all the biggest stuff.
like, subscribe, share, tell a friend to tell a friend, tell an enemy, tell that nigga to troll. We'll catch y'all next time. We out. When is? Oh,
Cliff, if you out tomorrow, Cliff, you know where I'm at for a little bit.
Man, I can't even shut us off, man. Hold up. There we go. Bang bang, we out.
If you calling off tomorrow, you know where I'm at, though.